Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Let's go. And it's two shows with Dave Matthews Band at Northerly Island. This will be for the Saturday show from our great friends at Live Nation and Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So this is huge. And we got Rebecca competing against Kenzie for the tickets. Rebecca, ahoy. Tell us something about yourself.
I'm a social worker. I've been a social worker for 10 years, and I'm obsessed with the Dave Matthews Band.
Now I'm waiting for that number. Is it over 3 digits you've seen the Dave Matthews Band, like 118?
No, I wish. I am over 20, but not over 300.
That's still incredibly, like, Brian diluted that number with his guess, but that is over 20 is a lot of times to see somebody.
Absolutely. And the thing is, like Dave Matthews, they changed the set list, and my wife is a monstrous Dave Matthews Band fan, and I'm a fan as well. Not like my wife, but she will go. She has seen him and followed him in other cities, and I'm sure you maybe have done that too. It'll be an enjoyable show.
I really thought I was going to be playing Megan today. I have to be honest, I'm shocked that Brian's wife is such a huge fan. I was like, okay.
So here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails, Rebecca.
Tails.
The first time a listener's lost in a week.
Thank God.
It is heads. All right, Kenzie. I know.
Sorry, girlfriend.
Kenzie, question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Serial killer Jack the Ripper was best known for terrorizing what city? What city did he terrorize?
I'm mixed up with ours. He was British. Like London.
Well, London would be right. And there you go. Kenzie's got one. Rebecca, to you, staying with serial killers. What serial killer was also known for dressing as a clown?
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. You guys really know your serial killers.
Why are all the questions about serial killers?
Just the first two.
Question number 3 about serial killers.
What's going on today?
All right, let's get to it. Those are done now. 1-1.
And back to Kenzie.
Kenzie,
Yeah.
what animal does cashmere come from? Cashmere.
That's soft.
It's soft. Yes, it is, indeed.
A lot of soft animals.
Expensive, so I would think.
What's an expensive animal?
I know, that's what I mean, I would think, well, sheep is wool, so I would say goat.
A goat is right. Good
Okay.
job. Back to Rebecca. What substance can you not eat if you have celiac disease?
Gluten.
Gluten is right. 2-2. Back to Kenzie. What does the term DH in baseball stand for?
A designated hitter.
Designated hitter is right. 3-2. Back to Rebecca. In what year is the next Summer Olympics? In what year?
2028.
2028 is right. 3-3. You guys are ripping through these. Let's see. Back to Kenzie.
Correct.
Kenzie, what is the flattest continent? And Illinois is not a continent.
What continent needs a BBL? Okay. Flattest continent. Australia?
That's exactly right.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why you guessed that one.
Wouldn't
Well,
have
because
gotten that.
it's not very mountainy or anything.
Yeah, I've never been. I know there's an NFL game
I
there.
haven't either, but like that's not what they're known for, like at all.
That's
or
true. They're not
mountains or
known for their
anything.
mountains, because they're flat.
They're
Yeah.
flat AF.
So 4-3.
And back to Rebecca. She needs a point.
Rebecca, what movie does the line "Nobody puts baby in a corner" hail from?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. 4-4. So here we go. Next one wins.
A lot on the line.
And it's
Can I
back.
have a Dirty Dancing question?
No, but you do have a movie question.
Okay, what is it?
What name is given to the storm research contraption that is built in the movie Twister? Movie we talk about a lot. I know. 3, 2, what
know.
name?
I Storm Hunter. I got nothing.
Storm Hunter. Son of a bitch.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
All right, this is for the win now.
Because Storm Hunter's not it.
That's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have buzzed it. There we go. Rebecca,
So close.
you can win with that. The name is given to the storm research contraption that is built in the movie Twister.
Is it Dorothy?
It is Dorothy!
I don't remember that at all.
Congratulations!
Yay!
You are going to the Dave Matthews Band. You will be there. I will be there. My wife will be there. We'll all drink beer, so it'll be great.
Fabulous. I love that.
All right, so hang on, Rebecca, and Case will get your information. Remember now, every day this week, to win these tickets, get on the phones at 7:10. Make sure you're here right for sports because we get you on then, and then we do the game now. So Dave Matthews Band tickets for Saturday, June 28th. There are two shows, the 27th and 28th, from our great friends at Live Nation and, of course, from Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
On a Monday, Brian.
I know.
Oh.
Just can't go forward until we do this.
Okay.
And this is a local icon that's going away, just another one. And that is Hooters restaurant chain. The Hooters restaurant chain, the iconic restaurant, is headed for bankruptcy. Now they are $300 million in debt, trying to get through the Chapter 11 filing so they can stay open. That's
A lot of wings.
A lot of wings, a lot of orange shorts, a lot of stuff. And, you know, if you head out, your favorite venue in town, Kenzie, is the Allstate Arena, because it's closest to your house.
Yeah. I love a venue near me.
And my memories of the old Rosemont Horizon, which is the same venue, is that Hooters that's right there in Rosemont. And a lot of people used to meet up there to head to the show because you could almost walk to Rosemont Horizon from it. A little bit of a walk, but
I was going to say, you walked that?
I used to do that because the parking got a little dicey there in the parking lot of the Allstate Arena trying to get out after, so you could park. I'd go to Hooters beforehand, that one right there in Rosemont, and then get to the show. And then walk back after.
I'm a paying customer card. I can leave my car here all night. Damn it, I bought a wing.
Kind of think of it. There were no rewards points back then. Like every restaurant and everybody's had a great app with rewards points, like McDonald's and all that. There was none of that back then.
They didn't need it. They were thriving at the time.
They were thriving, and apparently not.
They had their moment, baby.
Yeah, they're not thriving apparently anymore. And, you know, Chicago, the one on Wells, is one of the first 6 locations in the country. They call them the founders that started it there. And I know, Kenzie, you were from Tampa, where the first actual location, you're not from there, but you lived there. And that was the first location ever is in Tampa.
Yeah. The thing is, what's weird is because you'd think that everyone cares, but nobody cares about Hooters in Tampa because really the number one spot there is Wing House, which also is like tank tops and shorts vibe, but I think it's less aggressive, the verbiage, and the shorts are red, so completely different concept. Everybody knows that.
You know, the guys were sitting in Hooters coming up with that and going, what if we do red shorts?
We should do red. It's totally
No one will see it coming. It's red shorts.
But they were smart because there's a huge, I'm talking like more than one level wing house near the football stadium where Tampa Bay Buccaneers play. You want to talk about walking? It is walking distance. So they played their cards right. Very clever.
I'm trying to think of that. What I'm drawing a blank of the movie. Is something about Mary? 7-minute abs. Remember 6-minute abs? You're like, I got an idea.
Oh, yeah.
7-minute abs.
7 minutes.
Oh, such a good clip. Well, so Hooters in trouble, obviously, and listen, I have a lot of great memories there. The live events at Q101. Hopefully, they stay open and figure out a way to move forward in this situation.
You seem surprised by this.
I was going to say the same
This
thing.
news seemed to hit you hard because it seemed to catch you off guard.
It did. I thought listen, I haven't been the one in a minute.
I'm part of the problem.
I haven't
Well,
been.
you have a family. It's good that you're not there all the time, probably.
I'll be home in a minute. I'm going to Hooters.
What are you, also 95 now? What was that?
I used to watch a lot of the UFC fights at Hooters. I used to go often, but I haven't been there in a minute. And I am a little surprised. Are you not surprised?
No, not at all.
No.
Is it on the downturn?
Well, put it this way. I'm 26.
Yep.
I've never been to Hooters.
Wow.
It's not that the clientele there doesn't necessarily impress me. It's that I am not interested in what Hooters is offering. Now, I enjoy an attractive human being as much as the next human being.
Sounds so clinical.
I enjoy mild sauced wings as much as the next guy. Anything else, I'm going to be sweating. It's going to be a whole thing. Don't want it. But I feel like Hooters failed to update their aesthetic in a way that speaks to the modern man. Let's say a 26-year-old like me. If it was loaded with attractive goth girls, if it was tattoos and dark hair and something like that, what they should have done is hang the orange shorts in the rafters like a retired jersey, the same way you would see at a Bulls or Blackhawks game. They should have retired the shorts long ago. They need to update their trends. The women at Hooters are not on trend anymore, and thus I am not interested.
You're saying their outfits, not the women themselves.
I mean, they're pretty, but I feel like beauty has evolved into something different, and I don't feel like modern beauty standards are being represented at Hooters.
I also think pretty girls can make money on social media. They're like, I just posted a selfie and made $15. I really need a waitress. I think social media has definitely affected the Hooters aesthetic because, again, you could just make a lot of money doing that.
I don't mean to pat myself on the back here. I might be a marketing genius. Sean texted on the text line, Goth Hooters ? I'd leave my wife.
Well,
this is what I'm saying.
We don't need that.
They failed to adapt to the times. What I would truly love more than anything is to go into a place like Hooters, but to fit my sensibility, what I'm attracted to. I want women in blazers and business casual there. You wouldn't be able to kick me out of the restaurant. You'd have to get the hook. You'd have to drag me out with a collar to get me out of a place where attractive women in blazers serve me wings. That's my fantasy.
Wait. I'm sorry. When you said goth girls, I thought you just wanted like the tank tops and shorts to be black.
No.
You want them in a blazer?
No. There's two separate.
Kenzie, he's raving right now. He's got like 17 fantasies in his head, and he's laying them all out there.
So you want a business corporate gothic girl to serve you wings?
If such a thing existed. Here's the thing.
I don't.
Kenzie, I'll be happy to explain it to you. Sit tight. I'm gonna get this.
I think she's got it.
No.
I don't think
she does. I don't think she does.
You're foaming at the mouth right now.
If I was the primary financier behind the rebrand of Hooters, I would go full on goth girl aesthetic. If I, however, this is a separate scenario, if I was funding it for what I like, it's women in blazers dressing business casual, because that's what gets me on the internet. You see Instagram reels pop up all the time, and for a lot of people, it's like, oh, here's me in a bikini. Here's me in Turks and Caicos. Not me. My thing is, here's what I wore to the office today. Here's how to dress like a young professional. And these blonde women get me every time.
I was going to say, you're so blonde, like Aryan race coded that I'm shocked that you want a gothic Hooters.
Again, I'm speaking to mainstream sensibilities here. I know what the common man wants. And the common man wants goth girls serving them wings.
So what we need is Hot Topic and Hooters to collaborate. Hot Hooters.
And Kenzie, God bless you. Thank you for finally understanding me. Somebody
Hot
finally
Hooters.
gets it.
I think she understood you in the beginning, understood you.
Someone say understand.
I understood you.
I think she understood before you started spitting across the board at her, screaming like a rabid dog that I want girls in business suits.
Okay, can I say that Case's personality right now is why women probably don't want to work at Hooters anymore?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
We're talking about pouring one out as we were for Hooters. $300 million in debt. They're trying to refinance to keep it open. I have a lot of fond memories of the one over there in Park Ridge on Higgins Road and going to Allstate Arena for so many shows. The downtown one as well on Wells is one of the first ones ever. But they're going, not necessarily away, but they have to refinance $300 million in debt. That's pretty tough these days when they're probably not. I don't know if they're packed anymore. People check in if they're still packed. I don't know.
Well, they're not because they're filing for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Well, our locations might be packed, though.
That's true.
Globally, they might not be.
You have to think about the global economy.
Case has finally calmed down. He was frothing at the mouth about what they should do, like have goth girls or quote, women in business suits.
Again, either or. I'm not frothing anymore because I have to say, it feels so good. It feels so good to finally be on the same page as our crew members. A lot of the time I have opinions that not everybody agrees with, but the text line, you guys get me. Everybody's on board with this. This is fantastic. I'm so happy that everybody else wants goth girls serving wings.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you just got here, Case said that Hooters should move its entire business model to be gothic, okay?
Yes, put the orange shorts in the rafters like a jersey and move to fit with the times.
Pero, what he would like, if it was just a turn on for him, would be women in business casual.
Correct.
And we got a text from Kari saying, Case's porn shirt is just Talbots. And that's so funny. He's just like on the clothing shorts.
Be aware outside in the mall, the Talbots, the Case is out there on a stool.
That's where my mother-in-law works. He's going to attack her.
God, you see see like a White House black market, you just look in the window and go, God, these women know how to dress. That's what I'm talking about.
Here is a commercial, a recent commercial for Hooters. Let's see if they mentioned something about changing to goth girls.
You gotta get down to Hooters, have a drink, catch the game, get yourself some awesome wings. It's the place to do your thing. You gotta get down to Hooters. Here she comes, a girl next door, hanging with her friends and more. Come on, what you waiting for? You gotta get down to Hooters. So get on up and get on down to Hooters.
Okay. Big misstep in marketing.
What's that?
The song's a misstep. Now imagine if they collaborated with Disturbed. And
Oh,
they
my
were like,
goodness.
like that, like Hooters.
Kenzie,
Hooters.
no bad ideas in brainstorming. Thank you. Tomorrow morning, I will have that for you. I will.
You better.
This time tomorrow, 8:09. Put that in your calendar, in your phone. I will have a mashup with Disturbed and this Hooters commercial. Oh man! And listen, besides, I love their wings, and they used to have a ham and cheese sandwich that was incredible. A grilled ham and cheese. It was off the menu for the regular
it was
customers.
grilled. I'm like, you just went in and got a lunch meat sandwich?
No, it was a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, and it was not on the menu.
You
You had-
went off the menu?
I was there a lot. I had the menu. I knew the menu.
You ordered from some girl named Michelle. She goes, we don't have that. They go, they know me back there. They'll make it. Just ask them.
I know you have ham and I know you have cheese. Let's see what the big deal is.
Explain that to me, huh?
Yeah.
Just melt it on the bread and give it to me. I'd love that.
19, trying to pay her college bill. Just like, fine.
Also, this leads us to one of the funniest moments in The Office. That's a hard thing to say, but this was very funny when they go to Hooters, and here is that audio.
Why do I like Hooters? Well, I will give you two reasons: the boobs and the hot wings. Oh, here we go. Bogey at 3 o'clock. Hi.
Bogey
I'm
at
Dana. Welcome to Hooters.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Hello, Dana. I am Michael, and this is Jim, and we are brothers.
Nope. We're not brothers.
I'm his boss, actually, and I treat him well. I'm taking him out to lunch because I can afford it, and he can have whatever he wants.
Can I just have the ham and cheese sandwich? Thanks.
Ham and cheese.
And for you?
Tell me, Dana, how is your chicken breast?
Oh, it's great. It's served with our world famous wing sauce.
Sounds yummy. I will have a chicken breast. Hold the chicken.
This is why they're closing.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, we're just talking about pouring one out for Hooters. They're $300 million in debt, and they're trying to refinance that and keep it going. I have fond memories of the one downtown on Wells. Q101 did so many events with them back in the day, and also the one on Higgins Road, which I used to walk to the Rosemont Horizon back in the day to concerts to be a good parking spot to go. And Case brought up a point where, well, it's their own doing because they didn't advance with the decor that he appreciates and possibly other listeners. Because I will say the text line is really on your side on this one, Case. And I usually wouldn't, side with
No,
you
you
on
never
this one.
say that. The text line's never on my side.
They're never on your side.
I feel like this must be like what the guy who invented Scrub Daddy felt like before he went on Shark Tank. All this trial and error, all these failures in life, and he finally invented the sponge. He was like, oh my God, I've got it. I've done it. And my idea for Goth Hooters, the community has rallied around each other. Unity is in the air. It's such a beautiful thing to see.
In fairness, you put in no work. You just talked about it, though.
Well, every idea starts with a one man who's brave enough to speak up, and I am that man today.
Very brave.
That's, I think, what MLK said.
That you want
Pretty sexist of you.
so brave that you want girls dressed in goth or business suits. They should have changed that. Now, I will say this. I'm not fighting you because I guess I'm in the minority here, but they should go all in still on the orange shorts. As Kenzie said, there's a restaurant in Florida that did red shorts, and they're kicking ass.
Yeah.
Go with your brand.
But aren't they doing that already?
I think they need to double down on it. For example,
They have to wear two pairs of one short.
What is doubling down on orange shorts
Two shorts.
look like?
here's doubling
Shorts on
down.
shorts.
Listen, here's doubling down.
Okay.
I haven't heard a Hooters commercial on Q101 in years.
That's true.
How about advertising with our people, and maybe you will get people in the stores? And I've heard the one on Higgins Road still is very crowded, though. But I will say that, how about advertising on Q101? We reach a lot of people that would go to Hooters.
I just feel like Goth Hooters would reach way more people on Q101.
What if every month Hooters had a different theme?
Okay, let's build out all 12 months. What's the next 12 months of Hooters
Jeez,
look like?
Well, I think Gothic should be Halloween, so it should be October.
Got to. Yep, absolutely.
Spooky.
Yep.
Like, obviously,
So like in December, everyone's kind of like an elf.
what are you doing in January?
Let's see, January. What?
I'm just trying to think of what you can come up with in January.
I think you should be a snow bunny. So you should wear like fuzzy white outfits with like jacket. Like you'd be like little cute snow bunnies.
Okay, now if you do that in January, what are you going to do in February?
Valentine's.
Ah, okay.
No, I'm on it. What other theme do you need?
March.
I love themes.
March.
St. Patrick's.
Okay. April. Easter bunnies.
What? Well, you could do Easter bunnies, or you could do like a cute like little rain suit, like
April showers.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck with May.
Why?
What do you got?
May would be very flowery. It's spring. April showers make flowers.
So
all
there's-
flower outfits.
They're just going to wear flowers instead of pasties.
No, but like and then like think like 70s, like the shorts were like all floral.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Okay. I want to keep going, but she's got me. I can't.
Nailing it.
Okay, June. One more. June. What do you got? June. I'm trying to throw a curveball.
Jeez. It's the next month. What do you mean throw me a
June.
Nobody's ever said June with such aggression before.
What do you got, June?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, coming up in sports here in about 5 minutes, Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We have the best audio you'll hear of the day of a call in a game here in Chicago. And it's not the Blackhawks, it's not the Bulls. It's the greatest call in the history of sports broadcasting in the Chicagoland area. We'll play that audio. Plus, new ownership for the White Sox. And also, we'll get to the Blackhawks. Something historic happened that wasn't on the ice last night. So we'll get to all that in sports in about 5 minutes. First, the highlight of your weekend. Check in at 312-591-8300. Brian checked in, said went to Boston to see my son. Went to a local bar to watch the U.S.-Canada game. So went to Boston where it was at, but couldn't get a ticket because it was one of the most highly sought-after tickets to get. So went to a bar. Kind of like I did for the Cubs World Series. I flew here for a ticket, couldn't get one, so I watched it at Bernie's across the street.
What a cocky flight. What a cocky flight.
I was literally like 400 feet from home plate outside of Wrigley
fun.
Field.
Yeah, it sounds like you were almost there.
It was awesome. Kenzie, what was the highlight of your weekend?
It was hosting the Winter Harvest Gala for Pads of Elgin, which helps raise money for homelessness as well as houselessness in the area. It was amazing because the goal of the evening when they calculated it was like they could probably raise like $7,500 is what they were thinking. Before the evening started, they'd already raised $11,000.
Hell yes.
So it was super incredible. Huge impact on the community. I felt very lucky to be there, so it was awesome.
You put a nice reel up there of your outfit selection, I noticed.
Thank you. Yes, I did that.
I watched the whole thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Were you making picks? Like, were you picking along? Like, I would have went with that purse. I would have went with those shoes.
Yeah, he was going to tell you did it all wrong.
Yeah. Come on,
Obviously,
Kenzie.
the camera purse. Obviously.
Clearly, wrong choices. No, you looked beautiful, and it was an amazing
you.
event. Case, how about your weekend?
Bulls game Saturday against the Phoenix Suns. First of all, 4 p.m. tip-off. I was home by 7. It was awesome. More of that. That's what I'm talking about. During a timeout, they cut to a in-arena segment with the two in-arena hosts, and they're interacting with the crowd and doing all these things. The segment was sponsored by Starry. Starry is the soda that replaced Serum Mist. So remember that flavor combination, sort of a lemon-lime flavor combination?
Yeah.
So they're doing this segment sponsored by Starry, and they bring out these new Starry mascots. One that's a yellow ball, one that's a green ball, and their names are Lim, and the other one's name is Lime. And when I tell you I stood up and applauded in my seat at the United Center, it was a raucous ovation from the row I was sitting in. Lim and Lime, the Starry mascots. My hat's off to you, marketing team. My God, what a performance.
And I'll tell you what, the Starry marketing's working because my son, like, literally doesn't drink soda. And he's like, Starry's my favorite. Love Starry. It's really having an impact on the youth. I'm like, what the hell's Starry?
I just stood up and I just gave them an ovation like they gave the State of the Union. limb and lime mascots?
Well, yeah, you're a mascot fetish guy, so.
Well, aficionado is the preferred term. And by the way, Benny was on his A game. He does the popcorn spot where he shakes the popcorn on everybody. The elevators, who are the trampoline dunkers, they're throwing the ball to Benny. He's slamming it down. It was fantastic. Just, oh my God.
Sounds like a great weekend.
That was probably the best weekend of my life. I could have limb and lime.
Were you uncomfortable at all having a mascot boner in front of all those people in public?
No. I was sort of rallying the troops. Once they introduced them, nobody in my section made a noise, and I went, guys, do you get it? It's limb and lime.
Yeah, they got it.
No, they didn't get it.
They got it.
Why is no one else taking their hats off and applauding?
They're like, I know, got it. How about sitting down? Can imagine sitting next to you at that game. I haven't tried that stuff. I'm gonna have to buy some.
I mean, it's Sear Mist just with a different label on it.
I don't know. Lemon lime. Lime.
Do you understand what they're doing here?
Got it.
It's Tristan's favorite.
So you have some in the house, you think, or is he just buying it outside the house?
No, just like when we go to like a restaurant or something like that. That's what he's like, Starry. I'm like, what are you ordering? What is this?
It's like Cristal.
Yeah, it's like a vodka and soda. You know.
Do you have Starry on tap?
Yeah, keep bringing those till one of us pukes, okay?
For a 10-year-old, it's after like 2.
Oh, God.
God, what a time.
Well, I got to say, I had a time at the dog stop. I was out there with Q101 giving away tons of great stuff with our station. And this is incredible because it's an all-inclusive pet care facility. This is how awesome the event was. A lot of our crew members showed up who don't have dogs, but that's okay because they were giving some away for adoption. That's a weird way to say it.
They were throwing them like footballs.
Yeah, but I mean, it was an incredible event to see just the joy. It was packed, and my guy Andrew, who runs the place, his whole family, put it up on the map over there on Western Avenue. Great spot if you want like elite, high-level care for your dog. Whether it's daycare, whether it's boarding, and all the food, and it was an amazing place. Met a lot of our great listeners out there, including Matt, regular listener. He's a therapist from Leaser Consulting Services. So our listeners that struggling, all of us need some therapy, most likely. Leaser Counseling Services. That's LIESER. Go check him out. Now, I did talk to him about us saying how Case and Kenzie think I need therapy.
I was going to say, did you please get his card as you're reciting all of his information?
I got his card. Here it is. And he's a great longtime listener. He comes to like Lizzie McNeil's for the St. Patrick's Day broadcast, which is in a couple weeks, 3 weeks away. But I said, yes, you're right. I could use some therapy. I have OCD issues, a lot of them. But I've always said that if I get
other things too, but we'll stop there.
Let's just start with that one.
Let's start there.
Let's tackle big to small, the problems. But I said, I've always said this, that if I get therapy, it'll ruin the show. And he said, listen, as a first responder, if you will, in the front line of therapy with a lot of people, helping people, he says, I rely on your show to give me that break and be my mental health break. Mm-hmm. He said that. I was humbled. It was very complimentary.
Find different therapists.
He didn't say that, but he agreed with me that therapy would probably ruin the show. A well-adjusted Brian is not what people want to hear.
Wow.
So there you go. No therapy in 2025 for me.
Suck it.
Family.
Sorry, Megan. Sorry, Harper. This is what you get.
Can I ask real quick, did you almost get a dog while you were there?
So I did. There was a cutest little puppy. She was there with her 2 brothers, and one of them got adopted while I was standing there, and I'm like, oh, my God, they're breaking up this family. I got to save this girl. So
you almost adopted 3 dogs.
I go, this can't happen. And while I was holding, there's a picture on our Facebook page of me holding this beautiful girl doggo, and she got adopted while I was holding her. Someone else took her. It was very scary.
They just said, give me that, thank you.
Yeah.
You won't be needing that
Brian
anymore.
was falling in love, and they took it out of his own.
It really was. I was getting emotional. I was like, this family's getting broken up. But they told me it's better when siblings get broken up and have their own good home. And so, it's okay to do that. But I didn't understand that when I was there. They had to explain that part to me. I'm like,
think about like being a dog can be really hard. It's like, all right, let's rip you away from your mom at around 6 weeks, and then all your siblings immediately after that will hand to the stranger. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's
terrifying.
I thought so. One Tail at a Time is the adoption organization. I love that name, by the way. One Tail at a Time. If you want to get a dog, go to them. And we all have our friends with paws as well, of course. But they, one tail at a time, people they foster. So
One tail at a time. That's a lot like limb and lime. You see what they did there?
people have great marketing out there.
They're brilliant.
It's good stuff.
I love that.
All right, sports here coming up after Måneskin.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.